have revisited this list once more to include 5 more anime that are worthy of your time and investment. Like last time, we have opted not to remove any of the previously listed shows and decided to expand the list with more all-timers or instant classics. Today, I am going to show you the top anime of all time. Before the video begins, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Now, let's begin. Number 12, Monster, the best thriller series around. Next up is Monster, a classic by Naoki Urasawa, a truly iconic mangaka behind series such as 20th Century Boys, Pluto, and Billy Bat. Monster, funnily enough, is probably one of his least out there settings and follows the story of Kenzo Tenma, a Japanese surgeon living in Germany who ends up chasing a former patient and serial killer, Johann Liebert. The story of Monster deals with a lot of moral quandaries, goes all over Europe, a place rarely seen in anime, and it deals with a lot of different characters. The anime in particular is faithful to the source material, managing to replicate Urasawa's unique artistic style almost perfectly. And the villain of the story, Johann Liebert, is one of the most interesting and engaging villains in recent memory. But if Monster doesn't seem to be your cup of tea, at the very least, try 20th Century Boys. That's one you'll have to read, as the live-action adaptation movies don't have the best reputation. Number 11, Vinland Saga. What does it mean to kill? Vinland Saga, originally created by Makoto Yukimura and adapted into an anime by Wit Studio in 2019, is a giant among iconic series. Frankly, this story is one of the only ones out there that are on the same level as something like Berserk, with an equally as Odyssey-esque tale. In it, a boy named Thorfinn learns what it actually means to be a warrior in 1013 AD. Then he subsequently learns what it means to be human and what it means to be good. Like Berserk, Vinland Saga starts out very violent, but it diverges in a major way after a certain point. Now, that point hasn't quite been reached in the one season of the anime adaptation so far. But if Wit Studio keeps up the same level of quality and faithfulness they had in Season 1, Vinland Saga's anime adaptation is sure to work its way onto many best of the best lists in 2022. Number 10, Angel Beats. Bawling just thinking about it. The next 2 series in particular are meant to pull on your heartstrings. Both are coincidentally written by Jun Maeda, and it's obvious the guy has a way of writing interesting characters who go through some tragedies. Angel Beats loses a lot of its impact if you understand what's going on, so we won't summarize its plot at all. But it's a story about Otonashi, Yuri, Clannad, and a whole cast of other memorable characters as they try and figure out what exactly is going on around them. Angel Beats has a lot of memorable aspects to it, but that opening song is far and away one of the best anime openings of all time. And it's impressive how complex of a story Aniplex manages to tell in just 13 episodes. It's not nearly as long as some of the other anime on here, so if you're looking for something short and sweet, Angel Beats is a perfect choice. Number 9, Clannad and Clannad Afterstory. Emotional writing at its finest. Moving on to Maeda's other hugely popular piece of work, it's Clannad. The Clannad series originally started as a visual novel on PC, but eventually became so popular that it warranted an anime adaptation. 2 to be precise, Clannad and Clannad Afterstory. Both seasons saw very positive reviews, with Afterstory seemingly nailing it with their audience. Clannad is a series that revolves around the idea of family, with Tomoya Okazaki and Nagasa Furukawa being the centerpieces of this theme. There's a lot that happens between the 2 seasons, but just know that Clannad is a masterpiece in terms of emotional storytelling, especially managing to do so with such a polarizing art style. If you're looking for a drama piece, there's not much better than Clannad. Number 8, Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. The comedy isekai. One of the only comedy series on here, Konosuba might not be the one people were expecting. Many might have been thinking Cromartie High or possibly even Agretzko would take this spot, but Konosuba takes the cake. Why? Well, while the other shows might be funnier in some situations and might have influenced more in the long run, Konosuba found the best balance. It's one of the more unique concepts for a comedy, has influenced an absurd amount of comedy isekai going forward, and is popular overall. Truly, the adventures of Kazuma, Aqua, Darkness, Megumi, and more are gut-busting to watch, and it's a great anime to just spend a day binging while cracking up. Number 7. Spy Family. Heartwarmingly wholesome. Is it too early to consider Spy Family one of the greatest anime of all time? Some would say yes, but when every episode hits, how can you not? With 17 episodes currently out at the time of writing, we can confidently say that Spy Family is one of the best, most wholesome shows you can watch at the moment, and that's not an exaggeration. Spy Family's plot is unique, the characters are S+ tier, and the writing, animation, and art style help bring everything together. Seeing this slapped-together family grow bonds together is endearing and will surely melt anyone's heart who watches it. Don't sleep on Spy Family or pass on it because it's popular. This show is fantastic and deserves your attention. Number 6. Mushishi, aka Mushishi. Just a whole lot of vibes. Mushishi, like a lot of other recommendations on here, is a fantasy series, but of a completely different blend. It's more supernatural than fantasy, and the tone is like nothing you've likely ever seen before. Whether it's Ginkgo's approach to problem solving, the designs or functions of the mushi he encounters, or just the general atmosphere of the situations he finds themselves fixing within this made-up time period between the Edo and Meiji period setting, Mushishi is an oddly exciting yet equally relaxing ride. There aren't many other shows that nail the concept of encountering creatures you could never possibly understand like Mushishi. And when it combines those moments with the calming atmosphere of this feudal Japanese countryside, it blends to create this insatiably relaxing reaction that can put you to sleep in the best kind of way. Number 5. Berserk, an epic tale of hope. From the outside, Berserk might look like another action-packed, gruesome tale that follows a grizzled man that won't let anything stop them from their goal. And to an extent, they would be correct. But Berserk is much more nuanced in its writing and character design than that, and deserves much more praise than the high volume it currently already gets. Berserk is an epic tale of hope and perseverance. In a world as dark, pervasive, and as cold as the one found in Berserk, Guts pushes forward and gradually grows as a character throughout each episode, giving everyone around him hope for a better tomorrow. After everything that happens to him and his loved ones and those he holds close, he still has faith the world can be better someday, and that shines through with the excellent writing and development present in the show and manga. Number 4. March Comes In Like a Lion, like a breath of fresh air. March Comes In Like a Lion is a real slow build of a show. If you just read the description, you might think it's a series about professional shogi similar to other sports anime. And while that is the context, it's not the content. Threegatsu is a series about isolation, depression, loneliness, finding yourself, finding your family, and so much more. It's quite frankly one of the best series Shaft has ever animated, but not enough people know about it. To put it simply, Threegatsu is able to accurately put emotions into words and images, and it will constantly make you feel things you likely haven't felt in years. And for that reason alone, it's one of the best. Number 3. Dr. Stone. It's Anime Bill Nye. A story about young Bill Nye trapped in a post-apocalyptic world 3,700 years in the future where everyone was turned to stone? Who wouldn't want to watch an anime about that? Well, that's basically what Dr. Stone is, as young Senku seems to have all the scientific expertise of all the world's experts combined. And his plot concerning reviving modern civilization, one invention at a time, is an absolute blast to watch unfold. This is one of the first anime in a long time that feels like it's actually teaching us while we watch it, and that's something special. Plus, TMS Entertainment does such a great job with the adaptation that they even bring the legendary Boichi's fantastic designs to life. Number 2. Steins Gate, the Doo-Doo-Doo Show. Remember when we said how an anime that's based on a video game can actually be good? Well, look no further than Steins Gate, one of the most popular and well-known anime series that was so critically and commercially successful that it actually managed to receive a sequel 7 years after the first iteration of the anime ended its run. Featuring a complex story based around time travel that can honestly be somewhat hard to wrap your head around if you're not paying attention, the first few episodes might admittedly be slow. However, stick around, and you'll bear witness to some of the finest anime episodes ever made. Number 1. Naruto Shippuden. Unbreakable Bonds. Naruto and its 2.5-year time skip, Naruto Shippuden, earn its place in the anime Big Three, and as one of the best shonen of all time. Despite the abundance of filler throughout the series, Naruto Uzumaki's tale of wanting to become Hokage and reuniting with his best friend still captures many people's hearts, proving it stands the test of time. Naruto is about forging unbreakable bonds and fighting for what you think is right, no matter the cost. Naruto's ability to make everyone root for him is endearing, and watching him beat near impossible odds makes you want to stand up and cheer yourself. In contrast, there are also several heart-wrenching and painful moments in the show that help ground Naruto, making you feel his sorrow and hardships, making him a believable and lovable character from beginning to end. There is more here than a show about the power of friendship. It's one about proving your self-worth and protecting those that are precious to you. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable post alerts to view more of our future videos. After saying that, keep watching our videos, and I'll speak with you in the next one.